afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another bout of Propagandacast news with me, your host, Imperial Dane, master of news, information, and knowledge. Today's bit of news is that DoW III has more or less been officially put on ice. Basically, any development and large scale support in larger scale has been stopped for DoW III, as they basically didn't have enough people playing it and so could not longer see any point in investing it, meaning less than a year after release, DoW III has pretty much just been consigned to oblivion. It was a failure, and one which I personally predicted, well, a year before release. In fact, I more or less predicted on the same day it was announced, with a video on that very topic. So, I mean, obviously, part of me that's obviously just, hey, I was right. The other part, of course, wanting DoW III to actually be good, but ultimately, DoW III was, as I put back in that video, like invading Russia late autumn without preparing for winter. It was basically a load of hubris, partly an attempt at fueling nostalgia for the early DoW games, but at the same time also sneaking in some kind of mobile elements, basically ultimately creating a game that really appealed to no one. In part, it was also a Dawn of War game that didn't really feel like a Dawn of War game. It didn't even feel like a Warhammer 40k game in many ways. It just felt like very afraid of being a Warhammer 40k game as well on that level. So there's many ways a really schizophrenic, a really weird game that ultimately never was sure of what it wanted to be, and thusly ultimately failed to appeal to anyone except for a very small group of people by the end. And the final result is basically DoW III is out for the count. So a tragic story, but hopefully also a valuable lesson for Relic on what to do and what not to do. And certainly we're seeing some results of that, as they just have last year at least popped out a lot of Company 3 related surveys asking all sorts of details, what we want to see, theaters, mechanics, elements, all of that. I mean, they're clearly not going to rush into what they did with DoW III ever again. I mean, they burned themselves hard on DoW III, and they're clearly aware of this, so they are not going to repeat the mistakes there, which of course is what we like to see. We certainly don't want that happening with Company 3 for sure. So those are the news for today. Not a lot of big news, but still thinking reasonably big. I mean, it's probably not going to have any impact on companies too soon, because any people freed up from DoW III will likely be shifted towards Age of Empires 4 for now. Though of course, who knows, there might somehow be a small benefit for Companies 2 long run, since again they'll probably mean it's Age of Empires 4 and Companies 2, the sort of the main things going on now for Relic and possibly Companies 3. So long term, there might be some benefits as well for us, the Company of Heroes fans. Obviously, for DoW War fan, probably a very sad time. Then again, the release of DoW III was, personally, according to me, also a very sad time. Will there probably be anything again with DoW War? Probably, but not in the near future. I imagine that DoW War is going to be a bit on high stay until they sort of, get some games that actually succeed once more. Again, Age of Empires 4 hopefully will do well for them. Company 3 will hopefully also do well. And then they might return to, a DoW War game again. But for now, I think they're sort of focusing on other projects, and obviously that'll be sort of bit on hold. So those are the news for today. Hope you like this little video. If you did, like, subscribe, share, and comment. And this is Imperial signing off for another time, another video. Cheers, everybody.